Excel. So this is Excel data analysis for absolute beginners, and we are going to be analyzing some data. But before that, I want to briefly explain what data analysis looks like when you hear about data analysis. So it's all about gathering raw data and filtering them, arranging them, and sorting them for decision making for your business and for organizations. Let's say you have data of your business, your sales, your expenses, your income, all that and that. So you want to know when you do more expenses, when you make more profit. You use data analysis to analyze all those information and get precise results for your decision making. So that is what data analysis is all about, and it's one of the key important field that every business and every organization is interested with. So right now you can see from my screen we have some data that I want to be using for this example to you. First and foremost, for you to start analyzing your data, you have to convert your data into a table. But before you convert your data into a table, first you need to take note of all this. First, you need to make sure that your data has header. Your file, your Excel file has headers. So this is the header for my for this worksheet. This is the header for the file. And secondly, you need to make sure that the files are properly formatted, like this higher date. You can see the date. It says. You can see it reads date for you. You can see it here, it reads date. So in your own case, it might be in general. So you see, when it's in general, it's not actually a date, it's saying something else, but you have to make sure that it's in date. So I'm going to be selecting short date. So that is that. Then the next thing is for you to make sure you don't have empty rows. You don't have empty rows. So you make sure that you check all this, that you don't have empty rows. So for you to do that in a large data, you can use the count blank function. Count blank function, and you select all the files you have, and you close the parentheses, then you click on enter. So you see it counts all the rows and gives you the actual number of blank rows that you have. So I will click on Ctrl Z to undo that. So that is how to know where and what to sort fill in your data before you start sorting it. Now once you are done with those few steps to make sure you are good to go, the next thing for you to do is to convert your data, your raw data, into a table for decision making. So two options that you have to do that. Either use the option here, format as table. If you click on format as table, you can select the table style that you want to format it, the data files to. So let's just select this. So when we select that, you see that it's asking us, my data has table. It's asking if your data has table. Yes, our data has table. So you click on OK. So you see that it has formatted the data into the file into a table. Now, the next thing we are going to do, I will just do Ctrl Z and use the other option, which is Ctrl T. Ctrl T. Yes, our data has headers. Now we can now start making some precise sorting to this raw data that we have here. So the first thing we want to do is, let's say we want to sort this data of employees that we have from the IDs. So we have some option we can select from here. It says sort smallest to the largest of the ID number. So we want to get the smallest ID number, take it to the largest. So when we click on it, it sorts them. You see, it all affected the entire worksheet. So that there will be no mismatch of files. So it affected them. We can also sort by last name. Let's say last name from A to Z. So we click on that. It says it's sorted from A to Z and all that. So if you watch on my screen, you see that when I sorted last name, it cleared the sort that I did on the ID. So we want to make a much little complex sorting that can sort 2 or 3 together. So for us to do that, I'll just undo the sorting I just did. For us to do that, I did Ctrl Z actually, and for me to sort much 2 or 3 values together, I'll click on data and I'll click on the sort. So when I click on the sort, I will select, I want to sort by ID from, or let me sort by department. I want to sort department from A to Z. Now I also want to sort department and the name. So I will click on add another level. I want to select the last name. So I make sure that they are saying A to Z, A to Z. So you see that. So I will now click on OK. I will click on OK. So you see that our file from A department to, it sorted them all departments that start with A. And you see it sorted all the names that starts from B down C and all that. So that is how we can do our sorting there. Let me also show you another. We can also filter this data. Let's say we want to get specific data of employees. We can sort it by, we can filter it by their hire date. So when we select the hire date, we can click on date filter. So you see the date filter, or you can do from oldest to newest, or from newest to the oldest, depending on when they were employed. So when we click on that, you see it changed them also. And we can also filter precise hire dates. Let's say we want to see all the workers that were employed from February 1st, 2025 alone. So we go to date filter, and we want to use the option between. So you can see we have a lot of options to use. You can find that can use before, those that were employed before so date, those that were employed after so date, between this date and this date. So, and those that were employed today. For example, let's use those that were employed today. When we click on today, you see that it gives us empty record. There is nobody that we employed today. We don't have a data of any staff employed today. So just click remove that filter, and also so we can also do between. So now we can say between January to December. So you can see this calendar icon. If you click on it, you'll be able to select your date. So let's say I want between January 2025 till December 2025, till December 2025, which is 31st. Now click on OK. So you see that it filters the entire data for us and give us a precise value. So let's say you are asked to get just a certain data of some employers that's working from this time to this time. That's how you can be able to filter a large number of data, and you'll be able to get your result within few minutes. And see you in the next section.